Hello, Yogi Bears, and welcome back to day 12 of Yogatober. Thank you so much for bearing with me and being patient. As you can tell, I'm still not quite back to full health as where I want to be, and my throat is tender. So I'm going to make this a minimal verbal cue video. And today's video, we're going to be playing with some expansive energy. We're going to imagine ourselves as bats. So yeah, bat wings. Hence I've got my flares flaring today like a bat. So we're going to begin with some standing centering. I think we'll bring our feet out a little bit wider than hip width today. Roll the shoulders back and down, maybe close the eyes or bring the gaze to a soft gaze. Words. Nice and tall in the body. Chin is parallel. Just taking a moment here to check in with yourself with your intention for Yogatober. Mine is just to show up, which I haven't been doing the last couple of days, but I have been in bed with no energy. I've just been diagnosed with low iron, which has come as a relief because it's been like a year and a half of insane fatigue, especially around my period. So yeah, it feels good to have some answers. My blood test kept coming up clear for iron issues. So, but finally, anyway, yes, relieved to know why and just waiting for some medicine. So apologies again for patchy videos, but hopefully I'll start to get some good energy back over the next few days. Okay. We're going to bring our feet out even wider, and we're going to do a nice wide-legged forward fold. So I really like to bring my feet out as wide as I can. My mat is a bit old and it's lost its grip a little bit, so I have to be a little bit careful. But I'm just lifting my toes, spreading them, and almost clawing them a little bit into my mat. I will keep a slight soft bend in my knees, and I just bring my feet so they angle in just slightly. I find this just helps me a little bit with my grip. And I'm gonna spread my arms up like I'm a bat with wings. I'll tell you a little story in a minute. And then we're just gonna roll the shoulders open, and I'm probably gonna click my hips as I come all the way down to a flat back. And then if it feels good, you can bring it all the way down. Really, really nice. And you can flap your wings a little bit here if that feels good. Otherwise, just bring it down so the hands are in the center. You can use your blocks or your book if you need to. When I was little, I was absolutely obsessed with Storm from X-Men. And I was also obsessed with flying. And my mum made me, I had this white pair of gloves, and my mum sewed some white felt between the two gloves so that when I opened out my arms, it was like wings spread out. So much fun. I remember having these memories of just jumping off pieces of furniture and the countertops in the kitchen. Had a great time. I was very tempted to make them again for this video. I might do that next year. I would like to play around with some more sort of fancy dress costumes next year, but this year I just wanted to keep it super simple. And it was really, for me this year, about actually just showing up, and also just showing up without all of the tomfoolery. I know I do have a bit of stuff in the background, with my little bats in the background and stuff, but it's kind of stuff we already had. And a couple of those little bats in the background are actually new, but just bits that we enjoy having anyway. But also just a reminder that you don't really need anything for yoga. You don't even need a mat. So yeah, this year is just about showing up and trying to do a video a day or most days. But maybe next year I will expand. Okay, we're going to bring the right hand to the center. We're going to lift the left arm all the way up to the sky. Just have a little gentle twist here. Really nice. And then bring your bat wing down. Left hand comes to the ground and we twist. Feel like you've got this nice expansion here with your bat wings. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to open up both the arms, soften slightly as we bend the knees. Maybe we're flapping up. Okay, and then we're going to bring our bat wings all the way open. Going to bring my right toes so that they're facing forward. Sorry, my throat. Left side is on like a train track. And then what we're just going to do is we're going to just take a moment. So we're just going to lower and lengthen that front leg. Going to inhale to rise and bend. Okay, so into our warrior 2. Exhale, lower and lengthen. Inhale, rise, flapping those bat wings. Rolling the shoulders open. Expansive energy, opening that chest, opening the heart, Anahata chakra. Really nice. Flip it to the other side. Inhale. One more. Really nice. We're going to do Gomukhasana pose. Gomukhasana? No, we're going to do Garandasana. Gomukhasana, I think, is cow pose. Garandasana is eagle pose. I think I'm getting that right. It's been a while since I've done these. Okay, so this is eagle pose, but we are making it bats. Sorry, I've gone really breathless. Okay. After this video, I'm probably going to collapse for about half an hour and have some lunch. And then try and do another one. But I am doing a very relaxing one next. So, brain. Right, I'm going to bring my left foot on the ground. Slight bend in the left knee. Well, I'm going to see how I do this one because I haven't done this one. I kid you not, probably haven't done this in a few years. So normally with eagle pose, you're like bringing I'll be wrapping my right leg basically around. But as you can see, I'm kind of going all skewish. So I'm actually just going to keep it super simple. And I'm just going to keep it almost like, kind of like the opposite of tree pose. So I'm just going to bring my right leg and cross it over. And I'm actually just going to, excuse me, keep my big toes on the ground. So you can do that. You can wrap it around further. But if you start to do what I'm doing, don't do that. Okay. So I'm going to keep it super simple. And then all I'm going to do is imagine my bat wings, and I'm going to bring my right and my left arm like this, and my right arm is going to wrap around like so. Okay. Roll the shoulders back and down. And if you want to, you can play around here and you can dip it a little bit. You could play around with lifting that leg up. The right leg up. If you want to, or you can just stay like so. You can also play around with closing the eyes, play with the balance. So just have a little play here. And instead of eagle pose, we're making this bat pose today. If I could hang upside down right now, that'd be amazing. Although I'm not sure how well I do with the blood rush because my brain is already struggling today. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for being so patient the last few days. I do really appreciate it. Okay. I always feel a nice expansion in like the back of the heart here, which feels really, really good. It's not a common feeling I get when I'm doing yoga. I'm often focusing on the front of the chest, the front body, the heart chakra. Really nice. Okay, we're going to flap our wings open. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. And again, have a play around. This side you might have a little bit more, openness for. So just play around. And then this time we're going to bring the right arm up and then wind the left arm. And again, you can stay here if you don't have that openness and, if you're going to strain and pull your wrists, you can just stay here, okay? You can sink down a little bit. You can play with lifting the left leg up a little bit. Closing the eyes. Roll those shoulders back and down away from the ears. Draw the spine up, belly button towards the back of the spine. Feel that expansive energy in the back between the shoulder blades, betwixt the shoulder blades. Feels really good, I think. Really nice. Gently release the little bat wings, and I think we're coming down to the ground. Yes, all lovely. Okay, we've got one more. Do a little reclined. Now I'm going to bring I have done this one quite recently. Okay, so I'm going to bring my left leg over my right leg, and I'm going to hold gently the top of the left foot, and I'm also going to reach for the right foot, okay? And then I'm just going to gently stay here. Now you can have a little play. You might want to keep the legs up, but just keep the lower back nice and flush to the mat. I kind of just like to let it hang a little bit lower. Just make sure you're not like pulling and tugging on the feet. And remember, you can always put the hands on the shins if that's a little bit easier. You could use a strap if you've got one, or you know, something that ties together your dressing gown robe, or a belt. Really nice. Maybe just snuggle the shoulder blades a little bit and just feel expansive energy in the heart. Nice opening in the hips. Gently release and come to the other side. So right foot on top this time. Might feel a little bit different, and that's a-okay. Oh yeah, it feels different on this side. Did I do it that way? Oh yeah, there we go, sorry. Trying to get a feel for it then. Okay, I'm gonna take it a little bit easier on this side. I can feel that right stretch. I'm gonna snuggle the shoulder blades. Breathing deep. Expansive energy. Nice and gently release. And imagine you're in your little back cave, and if you want to grab a blanket, you can. If you want to grab a bolster for underneath your knees, just cocoon yourself in like you're a little bat. I think bats are so cute. So cute. And then just bringing the hands to the body. Bringing our hands up to prayer position to third eye, Ajna chakra. Just taking a moment to thank you for being here today with continuing this journey. Again, I'm so sorry it's been a bit stop and start. I do have some lovely older videos, so if there are days when I'm not well, hopefully I'll be okay going forwards, but if there are the odd days, then do feel free to look at my previous year's Yogatober, because they're fairly short practices, I think, most of them. And give yourselves a little thank you for showing up today, spending some time on the mat. It's always the hardest part. As always, I'll play some music for a little bit longer if you've got some time to sit here today. If you want a deeper stretch, you can always redo this video now that you're a little bit warmer. And I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.